Are you here with someone today? Are you mom? Come on up. You are mom.
I know.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
Mr. Patrick, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You were
Notice how the judge carefully lists Patrick's rights here: the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney. This is standard, but it's also a moment of power. The state is saying, we have evidence, but you still have protections. Now the question is, will Patrick use them wisely?
facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, on April 7, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a burglary of a motor vehicle call. The defendants were located and matched the description the complaining witness gave to the officers. The complaining witness stated defendants entered the vehicle and tried to steal it by breaking the ignition cover. The complaining witness stated her neighbor was leaving for work and it scared the defendants off. The defendants left a screwdriver in the motor vehicle. The complaining witness stated the ring camera caught the incident. Co-defendant was found to have 2 key fobs on his person, and both key fobs belonged to other individuals. A screwdriver and gloves were found in the defendant's backpack, and a ski mask was found on the co-defendant's person. The defendant provided false information, and the defendant was eventually identified by mobile AFIS.
Great point by the defense. Were they actually caught inside the car or just nearby? That difference could decide everything. Because in law, possession of tools doesn't automatically prove intent. What do you think? Is circumstantial evidence enough to convict here?
There's so many holes in this thing. I mean, how do we know it was him? Was he in the car? Where did they catch him? Did they go running after him? I mean,
Judge, if I can
it's a complete disjointed. Submit to now.
Judge, the law enforcement officers were dispatched and were given a description of 2 individuals by the complaining witness who had it on a ring camera of the individuals breaking into a vehicle. And
Do they see him? Does the report say that they saw Mr. Patrick?
just a description given, Judge. And then the law enforcement officers on dispatch located the 2 defendants nearby.
Does it say that there, or are you assuming?
To Burglary, they advised the last direction of travel being east of the residence and a northbound intersection of Maryland. After a brief search, both defendants were obtained on foot, matching the description provided by one complaining witness. The complainant advised that they made entry into a vehicle and advised they attempted to steal the vehicle by breaking the ignition cover. Due to a manufacturing flaw, upon exposing the ignition, the vehicle can be started without the ignition key. The complainant advised her neighbor directly across was leaving for work, and both defendants began to leave on foot when they heard noise. And then they found a screwdriver was found on the vehicle floorboard. The complainant advised that her doorbell camera captured the incident and provided a positive description of both suspects, both being males wearing dark hoodie sweaters, black pants, both slender in build and being tall, and the one being tall and one being short. After a pat-down search of the defendant, defendant 2 was found to have 2 key fobs stuck into his pants, and one fob belonged to a Dodge that was connected from another burglary of a motor vehicle. That was not the charge you'd be here, Judge.
Is Mr. Patrick defendant 1 or defendant 2?
He's defendant 1, Judge.
He doesn't have the key fob. It's the other gentleman.
That's correct, Judge.
He's the one that has the stuff in the backpack.
Just want to verify that, Judge. That's correct.
Patrick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You live in Houston, dude. You don't live in another state. People like that.
Whoa, the judge just dropped a Texas reality check. This isn't just about the law, it's about survival. In Texas, messing with cars is like messing with someone's home, and the judge knows how quickly these cases can turn deadly.
Their guns and they like their cars. And when you mess with the wrong person, they're going to shoot your ass dead in a heartbeat to keep what's theirs. How many countless stories do you hear of someone running away from one of these types of situations? They get shot in the back. It's only a matter of time. Was this in the middle of the night?
It was early in the morning, Judge, around 6 a.m.
Patrick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I am now going to put a whole host of conditions to make sure that you do not fall through the system or the cracks, because we don't need another statistic, or we don't need another person dead. Do you understand me? The first is that you are not to hang around with the co-defendant in this case. You are not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to send you for a test right now because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and you're to come right back. Do you understand? If you fail the test, if you fail to come back, it's not going to go well for you. I'm now also going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. One false move, you will stay with me. I need your help, Mom. I can't do this alone. You and me together, we can make this thing work. Tell me about him. What does he do? Is he in school now?
Well, I did so in school, so he did go to school, but
Okay.
I see on his school.
Wonderful.
He did have sign up for a job, so he was looking for a job, so he do have a job.
What I was going to do is I was going to order him and only give him time so that he can go to school, and then he goes back home. And then he stays at home, doesn't go anywhere else. I don't want him out in the middle of the night. You're not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that.
This is classic judicial tough love. The judge is balancing second chances with hard consequences. He's saying, I'll support you. I'll even pay for a lawyer. But if you step out of line, it's over. That's accountability, courtroom style.
You have any weapons? If I find that you pick up a new case, it's not going to go well for you. I will protect my city at all costs. I don't care what you are, how old you are, anything. Do you understand? We will work with you to make sure that everything works together. I'm going to pay for everything so you won't have to pay for anything. I'm going to give you a lawyer today. So we just need to know what schedule. Do you work?
I work Wednesday through Saturday.
And then you're out.
Then I'm off.
I mean, you're out, like out working. My only fear is that when the cat's away, the mice will play. So that's why while you're at work, he stays at home. I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using anything. Do you understand? You must stay in school full time. The GPS monitor will tell me where you are at all times. And if you leave school, try to skip class, I'm going to skip your bond. Do you understand? Okay. Shoot.
So, just a couple of years on, so him that, don't have a country right now, because he's not going to work for him. So he have a wish to,
Okay, so let me get your lawyer. We got to figure out a schedule because I don't want him out just hanging around and doing whatever. If he gets a job, then we can work with a schedule. But other than that, I probably just got to stay at home. You know, I don't want him out just screwing around because, you know, okay, we'll work together. You must listen to Mom. If Mom tells me that you start acting like a knucklehead, you will stay with me and you will earn your degree with me behind bars. Do you understand? If she tells you to jump, you ask how high. Do you understand, Mr. Patrick? Okay. All right, Mom. Please, and just hang tight and then we'll hook you up. Hey, who's teaching?
Judge Escamilla, he's here. He went for a drug test.
Come up, Miss Escamilla. I guess Roxanne's not here.
She said that. Though she did tell me alcohol or THC.
He's still using. Unacceptable. I mean, it's been, I tested you once, you test positive, tested again, you're still testing positive.
Judge, do we know the quantities and is it just THC? My client says he has not been smoking and I don't know how long it takes for it to come out of his system.
Case has been open since 2022. He's multiple times failed to appear. I've asked him to continually comply with bond conditions, and you've continually over and over and over and over failed to comply. Now your case is 1,010 days old, and you continue to test positive. Right now, you're going to jail. Goes with you.
And here's the breaking point. Judges lose patience when someone repeatedly ignores bond conditions. At this stage, it's not just about the charges, it's about respect for the court itself. Failed to comply, and you're going straight to jail.
Unacceptable, Mr. Escamilla.
Your Honor, I've not been used.
Test says otherwise. And now at 1,000 days old, multiple tests, you stay with me.
Judge, and to be clear, I just got appointed last time. I haven't been on this case for 1,000 days.
You're
So,
not the first lawyer on this case.
I know, but
And at some point, we have to say when, but it's unacceptable that being 3 years old and now it's over and over.
I think the issue is, Judge, he smoked before the last appearance when he was brought in on the warrant, because he's brought in on a warrant on the new charge. And I think that's the issue. I truly
Given
do.
the sub-
And so
on the time,
I know, Judge, but just for me to advocate
I get it.
completely for my client,
I'm
I
not,
know he was on a warrant. I know that he was on bond for that first charge too. But I think it didn't really sink in until the second one. And I've been in contact with him. My staff's been in contact with him. He's trying this time. So what's the,
no, he's going in.
all right, what's the new bond? I'm appointed judge.
I get it.
I know, so he can't,
Tell
I know,
him that we mean business.
I know, Judge, I'm just
First case is
advocating.
at 5,003, so I'll set that at 7,504 and then 5,001 on the failure to ID.
Say that again, Judge, I'm sorry. And that's my hearing issue.
So the failure to ID is set at 1,000.
Okay,
So on that one, I'm gonna do 5,001.
okay. And then the old case,
The old case is at 5,003. So I'll do 7,504.
7504. Thank you, Judge. I'll go talk to him.
So the agreement that you guys have worked out is both, he's got 4 open cases?
He has 4 open cases, Your Honor. The agreement that we worked out was a time served on the failure to ID and the latest criminal trespassing, and they're dismissing a criminal trespassing and interfering with it.
Why, you need to understand something, that you guys can work something out. I don't have to accept the deal. And I am extremely upset with you at this point because I ordered you to get a device. You did not get the device, did you?
I'm sorry, I thought I was actually calling. I didn't know where to get it from.
I told you to get the device. I ordered you to get the device. You did not do anything. And now you are here on a bond violation, not to mention 4 open cases. And now you want me to just take a proverbial slap on the wrist? No. You need to understand, Mr. Musadaki, that actions have consequences. And
Yes, sir.
you not only picked up 4 cases,
I brought my dad here. He's here. Can you come with something?
your dad has nothing to do with this and will not save you from this. You have 4 cases and you fail to over and over and over to comply with bond conditions. I will not accept this agreement, and I'm now revoking your bond, and you will go to jail. Goes with you. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You need to learn that actions.
Boom, bond revoked. That's the ultimate legal hammer. Remember, bond isn't freedom, it's trust. And when that trust is broken again and again, the courtroom becomes the last stop before jail bars.
Have
I called. I've been working. I've been.
you today go to jail.
Yeah, can we get a trial setting for Mr. Musaddiq?
100%. Happy to do it. But, you know, the 4 cases, I ordered him to get a GPS, just they didn't even get it. It's like at what point do we say when? We continually just. Ms. Mendoza, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probably, that to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. On March 16th, 2024, Harris County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to 514 Solomon Court in Harris County, Texas for an assault call. The complaining witness reported that her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, the defendant, assaulted her. The complaining witness got an email from her ex asking her to meet at his workplace in Harris County, Texas. The complaining witness arrived, and as she was getting out of her vehicle, the defendant ran up to her and started grabbing the complaining witness by the hair and punching her, causing her pain. The complaining witness was trying to clarify that her ex contacted her, but the defendant continued to strike the complaining witness and reportedly tried to gouge her eyes out. The complaining witness's ex-boyfriend was a witness and pulled the defendant off of the complaining witness. The defendant was trying to contact more people to show up and also assault the complaining witness.
Any alcohol or anything like that play a factor in it?
There's no indication of that, and I've spoke to the complaining witness, and it didn't seem so either.
We have a prior assault from 2 years ago, give or take. Any of these same parties alleged in this prior assault?
Different witnesses, judge, and complainants.
Okay, Ms. Mendoza, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. You're also not allowed to have contact with the other witness in this case as well. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I will protect my county at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, but
I'm not gonna, this is not a negotiation. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with either of these people. Do you understand?
yes, it's just that he's my husband though, the witness.
How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 25.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
No.
I can have you fill out an application. I'll take a look to see whether you're qualifying. I need to know everything about you, ma'am. I need to know how much money you make, how much money you have coming in, money in the bank, cars, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and then we'll take a look to see whether you qualify. He's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions created. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. All right, Deputy Miranda will give you the application.
While the defendants are, can I express some of the concerns from the complaining witness?
Okay, hold on, ma'am.
I just want to make the court aware of everything that's going on. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, of course.
I spoke to her yesterday, and she told me that the defendant's family contacts her regularly, and that the defendant contacted the complaining witness trying to get her to sign an affidavit of non-prosecution. And it's, I believe it's the defendant's boyfriend's mother that's been contacting her is one of her concerns. And she states that she's been threatened civil legal action if she doesn't drop this lawsuit. And the defendant's boyfriend's mom, she relayed to me, actually reached back out to her while I was on the phone with her yesterday and was attempting to contact her. And she wanted me to get with her after this court date.
You are not allowed to have any contact, and I don't want to hear that any other parties are trying to make contact with the complaining witness. If I find that they do, it is you that will be in jail at a very high bond. Do you understand? So reach out to the complaining witness, let them know if they hear anything else from any other persons, then we'll bring them back and then we'll take care of it.
Judge, thank you.
Please, and then if you can file all those conditions.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Gutierrez. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
It's highlighted for
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a crash and made contact with the defendant and noticed a moderate odor of alcoholic beverage and red, watery eyes. The wheel witness stated that he was inside of his house when he heard a loud bang outside and went out to see a vehicle trying to reverse out of his driveway with the defendant in the driver's seat. The defendant backed into the ditch and the wheel witness told the defendant to stop. The defendant hit the wheel witness's vehicle and a second complaining witness's vehicle. A law enforcement officer arrived and the defendant stated he had been drinking throughout the day. The defendant admitted to hitting both vehicles. A law enforcement officer found an empty beer can on the